What's up, everybody? It's time for another Gaming News Weekly video game review. This week we're talking about Starship Troopers Extermination, the brand new PC game out now in early access. My name is Erect the Red. This is full clip. What's going on, dude? How are you?
Pretty good. Ready to squish some more bugs. How about you?
Yes, the best bug is a dead bug. What is the saying?
Yeah, the only good bug is a dead bug.
I can never remember that. I really should. They really hammer it home. Yeah, Starship Troopers Extermination, based on the movie Starship Troopers from 1997, believe it or not. I was surprised at that date when I looked it up. It still holds up to this date. You could go watch Starship Troopers, and it's still a classic film. There were a lot of... Did you ever watch any of the sequels that came out?
No. I didn't even know there were any.
Dude, there's a lot of them. I think there's like 5 of them. The first one that came out after it was good. I think that one still had Casper Van Dien in it. And then there came out with a few more. And then there was like an animated one, I think. But anyways, the one that matters, the one we're here to talk about is the game Starship Troopers Extermination. So what it is, it's a 16-player co-op first-person shooter. And it's like you have tasks. Kind of got these tower defense mechanics where you have to build a base and then defend things from all these different giant bugs that are coming at you. You got different classes. There's an assault class, like a heavy defense class, and then a support class. What are your thoughts after playing the game for a bit?
It's an early access game, and the sentiment that I see echoed, other people are talking about, I sort of agree with. I wish there was a little bit more right now, because you're going to hit that max level before you know it. Not a lot of variety in maps, so you kind of get used to them, and you can memorize them pretty easily. And it's going to feel a little same-ish before long. One thing that I did have a problem with was that they didn't have a multiplayer tutorial. And that kind of sucked, because this is the kind of game where you have a big team. If you try to jump on there with your friends before you've done the tutorial, good luck figuring out what in the world you're doing. I don't know why they didn't have the multiplayer version of that. It seemed like they could have. But we jumped in, and we figured it out after 3 or 4 matches.
Yeah, the tutorial that they offer, it's just for the base building. Like, it's weird that there's not a full tutorial. Like, there are some, granted, it's a lot of it is your basic first-person shooter mechanics, but there's a lot that goes into the tasks that you have to do and that sort of stuff that they should be teaching you. It really is just a lot of and that works for some games. They just throw you in there and you just figure it out as you go, and which ultimately we did eventually, but I absolutely agree. It took away from some of that initial gameplay because it was frustrating. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? Getting past that though, and I agree with everything you said about needing more of it, because you play it for, you can play it for an hour, have a blast, but then you do the repetition is there. You're doing the same thing over and over again. And then once you do reach those level caps, what is your motivation to play that? All that being said, I very much enjoy the gameplay. I'm having a blast. Like, a big fan of the movie Starship Troopers, and just to be able to go out there and have these giant things like right in your face coming at you, and the feeling of when you're attacking these things and watching them die, like, it feels right. Like, I feel it like it's weighted correctly as far as the damage that you do to the bugs. There's so many different styles of them too. The ones that shoot the grenade or the missiles or whatever, the bombs in the air out their asses, and then there's the ones that have like the gas, and there's like these weird sniper ones. So yeah, it's a cool style variation between them, and you get to learn them as you go. But yeah, one thing I did see somewhere is that they're going to be adding, you know how like in the movie when you're shooting them and they're like limbs, like you shoot off limbs? Like that's going to be included.
Dismemberment.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's something simple, but yeah, I think the class progression is well done. You know, I feel like I accomplished something after I finish a round. You get the experience points, you get new weapons, equipment, perks, that sort of thing, for each class. So, you know, you play as an assault class, you level that up, and then you can do whatever the heavy class is called, and then, you know, support class. But yeah, I've been really enjoying my time with it. And again, it's just early access, so, you know, they are taking any issues and suggestions to heart and making changes. They just had the first major update recently. But yeah, one thing I found early on is not to leave like the group. Like I was like, these bugs are easy. I got this, no problem.
Yeah.
Dude, you get swarmed pretty easy, and then you don't have anybody to, like, you know, come heal you because you're waiting for one of those support class or someone to come heal you. So
yeah, it definitely feels like chaos a lot of times because you get into these waves of the bugs spawning, and there are so many, the entire team is just non-stop bullets firing. You never know which one's going to die when, but it always feels like you're doing damage. It always like gives you an indication when one that you've done a little damage to, you know, you picked up the assist on it,
right.
But it kind of treats it like a kill. It's really awesome in that way, and it performed really well for me, all except for like the extraction scene. Every time we did that, we're just chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that it's not, because I'm playing it on the Steam Deck, and it's the same for me. I turned down the frames per second to 30, and it flows much better. But yeah, it's that final push when it's just hundreds of these bugs trying to come in, and like everybody's on the screen at the same time, and it's just trying to do way too much. But that's one of my favorite parts, is that final task. So at the end of so first you got to do these missions, you know, either get some gases or protect things, but there's always the final one where you have to like protect this bunker. You build this bunker to protect it, and then there's just hundreds of these different bugs coming at you trying to destroy the thing, and I think that's so much fun. Like you get in there and everybody's putting up walls, and you can repair stuff as it's getting broken, and it always feels like I'm just like, you know, it's the weight of it all is there. Like I'm like, we gotta close this wall, they're coming in, or like, you know, you hold them off while I, you know, go fix this, patch this wall up, and yeah, and then you get the extraction notice, like, get out of there, and it doesn't stop. Like, you know, you still got to wait for that drop ship to come in and make it safely there. So, yeah, it's always like, it feels just really like I'm just on the edge of my seat trying to get out of there while it's happening. So, yeah, I'm enjoying
it. It's like something that I've really only experienced one other time with Titanfall 1 and 2. Where like even if you lose, you're still trying to do that extraction and get out of there. It's still exciting. You're still trying to like not get your ass kicked to the final second.
Yeah,
but I loved that. So one thing that I'd really love about this, like in the genre of first person shooters, a Call of Duty game is at its best when they're throwing in just Gonzo mode. They're doing prop hunt. They're doing one in the chamber. All these party games, and I hope that in the future they'll do something like that. Maybe like a 10v10 player versus enemy, so you still got bugs. Or maybe a big bug bounty kind of game.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like they have a lot of options that can be done. And seeing as this is still, you know, early access, and, you know, right now, I was looking to see if there's a roadmap out. And basically all they said for right now is no roadmap. They're just really working on getting the core gameplay solid, which is cool, and it's close. Like, it really does feel good. I haven't had many issues at all playing it, but yeah, I would love to see stuff like that, just kind of shaking things up, because like you said, yeah, if you play it for a little bit, it starts to feel a little samey. So yeah, what let's give a number. Let's say out of 5. 5 being the best.
Yeah, how many bug skulls out of 5?
Yeah. 4, it's like awesome. 3, it's good. 2, it's meh. And 1, it's the drizzling shits, as they say.
All right, if I'm going 0 to 5, I'm going to give it a 3 with hopes of being a 4 as this cycle of development continues.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I said we could do decimal points.
Okay,
I didn't tell you the decimal point thing,
half a
but
skull.
I made a quick decision
Okay.
that 3.5 because I don't know, like I agree it's not a 4, but I also think that it has potential to be there. It's not far off if they just add more, and it being new and early access, like I don't fault them for not having more right now.
It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a great job, and they've got a great core base for some new mechanics and that sort of thing to come in. Because, like, again, as a Starship Troopers fan of the movie, like I've always wanted a game like this, and it absolutely lived up to the potential that it could have been. So, go check out Starship Troopers Extermination. Right now, you get it right now. It's cheaper than it'll ever be. And then, as they start adding features and it comes out of early access, I think the price is going to go up a little bit. But go check it out on PC right now. And they did say, I think someone asked them on Twitter something if they ever have plans to bring it to console. And pretty much everything I've read is like, no, like, I mean, maybe somewhere years down the line, but they're very much 100% focused on this gaming experience right now. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. Go check it out. Starship Troopers Extermination. All right, that's it for us here at Gaming News Weekly. My name is Erect the Red. This is Full Clip. You can find us on Fruit Lab, playing some video games over there, as well as I'm at Pop Culture Playground on YouTube, and he is at Game Facts over on YouTube. Go check us out. Leave a comment on this video. Let us know what you thought of Starship Troopers Extermination if you played it, or if we encouraged you to go get it. Let us know. And you got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thank you for checking this out. We'll see you next time.